It's Arkansas, and the Mustangs set to go head-to-head. Lost to Harvard last time out. That was in Fayetteville by 18. The opening tap runs the show for SMU, and that's knocked out of bounds. Bonnie Dees, the freshman from Australia. Get used to hearing that name because she is having a tremendous start for Arkansas, wears number 22.
Well, and when SMU has the ball, Arkansas has said, we want to disrupt. A lot of sets by SMU. They know the sets. They're trying to be specific in their defense.
Skinner from outside for three. Good start for Ty Skinner. 31% from beyond the arc this season. Starting five for Arkansas features Talia Jones, the leading scorer for this team, the senior out of Oklahoma. Yvette Mayberry making her fourth start, coming off a knee injury. Clarkson, her sixth straight start, and Dees, we mentioned, the freshman, the number 2 scorer and the leading rebounder, and Arkansas gets on the board their first trip down the floor.
Well, I think it's key for Arkansas to get off to a quick start because this SMU team has a ton of experience.
Dees averaging 13 points a game, gets the first basket. Thompson, King, Skinner, Deck, and Abizam, the starting five. Abizam, the leading rebounder for SMU. Deck, third in the ACC in steals per game. And defense is where it starts for Adia Barnes here today and how she wants to see her team perform.
Yeah, there have been struggles for the Mustangs just to contain one-on-one. And she was frank with us today. We have to get better at that. And it's not as, I mean, it's about one-on-one defense, but it's maintaining the person in front of you so there's not rotations.
Arkansas, no trouble with a little pressure from SMU. Dees came down with the basketball, gets called for a traveling violation. Turnover for Arkansas. They turned it over 21 times against Harvard. They struggled against the Harvard press, so maybe SMU goes to a little of that here today, but it's SMU possession right now.
Well, in both their losses, one to Texas Tech and then, well, to Harvard, turnovers were a big part of the game. Arkansas needs to play clean here tonight.
Skinner runs the show, also leads the team in scoring. Nice adjustment, but it rolls off the rim by Zara King, fighting for it. Abizam is so good on the glass, leading the team in rebounding, and 65% of number 33's rebounds are on the offensive glass.
Well, she's averaging 4 boards a game, and Arkansas is going to have an issue if they don't get someone in front of Abizam when that shot goes up.
Dees grabbed it for Arkansas, and here comes Mayberry, as we mentioned, coming off a knee injury last year, game 6 last season, starter for her first 2 seasons at Kansas.
Well,
6-year senior.
And Eric, for Arkansas, it's a dribble drive offense. They want to spread the floor, and they are looking to beat you one-on-one off the bounce and create offensive advantages.
Dees probing, brings it back out, 6 to shoot. Mayberry against Skinner, flips it up for 2. Deck quickly back the other way as SMU wants to push a little tempo. The launch by King is no good, and Dees has the rebound. She wants to run.
Both these coaches were on it. So we want to get out and run in transition. The key for both these teams, can they convert at the rim?
Clarkson could not. Got it pretty deep to the basket. It was a tough chance for her, and here's SMU. Thompson for King. Coming off a career-high 23 last time out. Skinner off balance. Rebound for Clarkson.
And shot selection is going to be really important for SMU because a long shot, a bad shot, allows Arkansas to get out and run.
There's Talia Jones, Oral Roberts the last 2 seasons playing for Kelsey Music. Her first points averaging 17 a game. Jones had a game-high 19 points against Harvard. She was a bright spot, 6 of 12 from the field, but did struggle with turnovers. Speaking of which, is this a turnover for SMU? Not yet. No reset of the shot clock.
On-ball screens when the shot clock gets skinny, trying to get Skinner a shot.
And with 2 on the shot clock, a foul called on Arkansas. Back to the other end. Talia Jones with the 3.
Well, Arkansas wants to push pace. Talia Jones just wraps her around, no hand in her face, knocks it down.
17th made 3-pointer this season, team leader in that category, so you know she's going to launch from deep. 38%, good percentage as well. Foul on Clarkson, her first.
King's been such a good asset on the offensive end in these in the 2-game win streak. Like to see her get going for the Mustangs.
On the turnaround, it comes up short, and Arkansas will take over. SMU scored the first points, but all Arkansas since then. 7 straight points by the Razorbacks. Rolling to the basket. That's going to be a foul called on SMU as Skinner had her hand on the back, so she picks up personal.
And Skinner's the spark plug for this Mustang offense. Key for her to avoid foul trouble because she knows how to push pace, and she's kind of that go-to scorer at times for India Barnes.
Paulina Paris will check in. The senior who played at Arizona for Dia Barnes last season, was at North Carolina her first 2 seasons. Did not play against Southern Miss, injured pregame, but out there today. Tough opportunity there, but sticking with it is Jones, and a second chance here for Arkansas. Dees on the turnaround. Dees doesn't quit. She is tenacious, still fighting for it, tips it, and Arkansas keeps the possession going with Mayberry. Another chance on the O boards, and Clarkson on the inside, and Arkansas winning the battle of the boards right now.
Well, already 5 offensive rebounds, and a lot of it is Bonnie Dees. You cannot assume she's standing still because she's going to stay active. Arkansas maintains possession.
Dia Barnes did not like what she saw on the glass, so she'll bring in Grace Hall, who was limited in shoot-around this morning. She did not play against Southern Miss, so we'll see how long number 7 could go. Mayberry. Deck stands her ground. Good defensive player. King. Everything but the finish, knocked out of bounds. Arkansas basketball.
Where right now this pace favors Arkansas. Why? Because with SMU not scoring, they can't set up into any full court pressure. This is an SMU team who's averaging 21 points off of opponents' miscues. They need to get the offense going through their defense.
Nia Ja into the game for SMU. Here is Skinner as Deck will check out. Still 7-0 run for Arkansas. A little bit of a drought over the last couple of minutes for both teams. SMU 0 for their last 6 from the field. Make it 7. Dees another rebound. That's 5 already in the first quarter for the freshman from Australia. Kick to the corner, wide open look for 3. Won't drop, and Dees gonna get called for the Foster for SMU.
And there's a lot of experience on this SMU roster, but new roles, new faces, new places, and it takes time. It is purely a transitional period right now for SMU.
Ja inside, ends a 7-0 run. I know in the portal era, Christy, we've seen tons of turnover. We've seen players who have been at 2, 3, sometimes 4 schools, but I have not done the full reset from one year to another when it comes to a roster.
Absolutely, and hats off to Dia Barnes and her staff, because that's a lot of teaching that you have to do. But one thing that makes it easier, and the coaches who have success in their first year at new programs, it's when they bring players with them. And so I think a big key to SMU success this year will be Paulina Paris as well as Ja and their leadership.
Rebound is knocked away. Guess who got a hand in there again? Bonnie Dees. So another opportunity for Arkansas.
Well, Eric, I watched film on Bonnie Dees, and I knew she's active, and I knew she gets on the glass, but to see her in person, she never stops moving.
Neither does Nia Ja, who gets the finish. 4 quick points for her off the bench, and guess what? It's her birthday, so maybe you're going to see a little bit more from Ja here today.
Well, I asked Coach Barnes, I said, what does Ja being back in the lineup give you? She goes, it gives us offense, it gives us rebounding, and it gives us defense. So I think a little bit of everything is what the head coach is saying.
Little defensive breakdown this trip, though, and Arkansas makes SMU pay and puts it in to go back on top by 2. Ja against Southern Miss, her first game since the injury against Texas Tech. She missed 4, had 7 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals. Gives you an idea. She can do a little bit of everything off the bench for SMU.
Well, she's a 3-level scorer, and she can create her own shot or her shot for others. That's why I just think she's so critical to the success SMU can have this season.
Paris misses the 3. Cold shooting so far for SMU.
And when Ja comes in, you got to look for it. She's running the floor, doesn't even need the dribble. The body control, the court vision.
Knocked away by Deck. There you see the junior from Alexandria, Virginia, Arizona last season, South Carolina as a freshman, averaging 9 points a game.
And defensively, she can disrupt an opponent because of her length and her jumping ability.
Dees calls for it, launches a three. Rebound to Grace Hall. Skinner.
Ja's posting up. She had a mismatch on Robinson. Skinner couldn't find her.
Skinner, Ja made a little room for her. Dees has the rebounds. That's number 6. Averaging 9 rebounds a game to lead the team. Dees can't get it. Rebound for Grace Hall. SMU wants to run. Ja can't get the roll.
No one getting on the offensive glass for SMU.
Jenna Lawrence into the game for Arkansas, bringing some size. Jones can't get the three, and there is Lawrence on the offensive glass. And a foul is going to be called on Grace Hall.
Eric, 8 offensive rebounds for Arkansas. We're not even through this first quarter. And part of that is SMU's not getting matched up well out of transition. So they're scrambling, and that's giving some free runs to the offensive glass for Arkansas.
8 for Arkansas. How many offensive rebounds for SMU?
That would be 1.
Yes.
Quick math, I got it tonight.
I just love, setting you up because you're just such an elite scorer. You know how to finish. So here is Jenna Lawrence. Lawrence from Melbourne, Arkansas, and her teammates from Melbourne, Australia. Got a couple of Melbourne representatives on the court for Arkansas. We've got a doubleheader coming up on Sunday afternoon on ACC Network. North Carolina taking on Boston University, noon Eastern time. Then Duke and Virginia Tech, they'll start their conference schedules in Blacksburg, both also available on the ESPN app.
When Syracuse will start their ACC action on Sunday with Syracuse coming to town.
Ja with the cut for 2. 6 quick points off the bench for Ja.
I just think Ja's going to be a matchup issue for Arkansas tonight.
Lawrence. No. Lawrence denied by Anea Brown. Harris saw the opening, got Lawrence in the air and finishes.
And Ja will get no credit for that, but because she ran the floor, that's why Paris was open on that left side and took it to the rim.
Dees leans in, too strong. Tries to get the tie-up, can't take it away. And here come the Mustangs up by 2. Final minute, first quarter. King. Inside Brown. Brown wants to move in the post. Lawrence denies her. Good read by Paris, knocks it out of bounds. They'll stay with Arkansas.
You're starting to see players on both sides breathing a little heavy. This has been a track meet. And so when you get in the half-court defense, you got to take a stand. Jenna Lawrence times this perfectly for the block.
Barron Archer will come into the game. She's got the ball right now. They'll give Dees a break around the quarter break here. Robinson, that won't drop. Arkansas is 1 for their last 18 from the floor. They're getting those second chances, but those second chances leading to third and fourth chances and empty trips down the court for the Razorbacks. Shot clock and game clock, 2.5 or so apart, so SMU holding for 1. Beasom, caught in the lane. Turnover, SMU.
I was watching the Arkansas bench to see if they tried to get Dees back in the game, but they're going to let it go.
Archer trying to. Brown picks up the personal. So the redshirt junior from Derby, Kansas, appeared in 18 games off the bench last season for Arkansas. 11 minutes a game this season. 4 starts coming off the bench right now. It's 1 of 2, and that will do it for the first quarter. So 6th year from Washington, D.C. Arizona State the last 3 seasons, was at Delaware her first 2. Missed a season with an injury. Missed the start of this year with an injury. Season debut came in Game 3 against Texas Tech. He's going to stay with Arkansas. Well, see the Skinner file.
At ACC Media Days, I asked Ty Skinner about playing for Dia Barnes. I was like, you guys were enemies last year, Arizona State versus Arizona. And she said, you know, I kept her comments about me after we played them last year, and I still have them. And she said, you know, when I had the opportunity to play for her, I knew I wanted to.
Turnover by Arkansas. Great pass, great finish. Brown on the feed by Skinner. Paris battling in the backcourt. We mentioned before, Arkansas struggled with the press against Harvard, and SMU dialing it up now.
Well, it just feeds into what SMU wants to do. They want to play with pace. They want to score in transition before the defense can get set. Great find, Skinner to Brown.
Lawrence in and out.
Great box out by Skinner to draw that foul.
Arkansas is 4 of 24 from the field, 1 of 7 from beyond the three-point line. This is a team that averages 80 points a game, and what did Kelsey Music tell you? They want to hit 85 points. That seems to be their magic number tonight, but certainly as she builds this program in the years to come.
Absolutely, and scoring's contagious. And for Arkansas, I think what scares them right now is they're just sped up a little bit because they're 0 of 9 on shots at the rim. I would love to see a set call here. And again, early in this game, they were getting the looks because they were attacking, pitching out once they got the advantage and getting high-scoring looks.
Much needed basket. That ends the 7-0 run for SMU. Remember, Arkansas had a 7-0 run in the first quarter as Ware gets her first bucket. King. King can't get it to go. Jones comes away with it on the push. Tried to roll it up and gets it to Archer. Ware. Skinner gets called for the foul, and that will be her second.
Jones got poked in the eye. Contact moved there for a minute. It was on her hand, but I think she's able to get it back in.
So Skinner with 2. She went to the sideline, but she's staying in. So Skinner going to play with the 2 fouls.
I think it was even almost on that rebound when she got poked.
Dee's tough shot won't drop. Arkansas, they're going to fire it up, figuring they're going to get on the glass. That was Clarkson. Here's Mayberry. Dee's on the cut. Takes a tumble. SMU comes away. Deck to Paris. Steps into a 3. Robinson the rebound.
Eric, when it comes to the dribble drive offense, what that is you spread the floor and you're trying to get a
Jones, no. Dang. Blocking foul is going to be called on Arkansas, and that will send Kyla Deck to the free throw line.
Here's the thing, when you're going against a team that wants to play with pace, missed threes allow teams to get out and run. Deck got that outlet pass, and she took off. Now has earned a trip to the free throw line.
Senior from Frisco, Texas, played at North Texas last season, averaged 10 points a game. Stephen F. Austin, the first 2 years of a career, needed a moment to get up, but here she is, ready at the free throw line. Good free throw shooter, 14 of 18 on the season coming in. Sunday afternoon, a reminder, women's hoop doubleheader starts with North Carolina, ranked 11th, taking on the BU Terriers at noon Eastern time. Then Duke and Virginia Tech get conference play going in Blacksburg. Both games also available on the ESPN app. Duke with a big one tonight, taking on LSU. Tigers undefeated, 8-0. They've gone for 100 and more in all 8 games this season. See if the Blue Devils can keep the Tigers tamed at Cameron Indoor tonight. Jaha muscles it in for 2 more.
I think, can anyone right now on the Arkansas team try to tame Sanaya Jaw?
Jones pulls up, no. Follows up, no. Abizam the rebound. That's her 7th board. Skinner got contact, no foul called. Abizam down, numbers 2 on none the other way. Where with the finish?
Abizam's just having a non-verbal communication with the trail official. She thought she got fouled, and then she just gave a nice little wink and went back to playing.
Chuck Gonzalez with a smile on his face as well. And now he blows the whistle.
The non-verbals might have worked in this situation.
You think the non-verbal lobbying paid off, huh?
Well, that and Jenna Lawrence was hugging her defensively.
Maybe more of that.
Yes.
Dia Barnes' team beat Southern Miss on Monday by 13. They led by 4 at the half, but by as many as 19 in the 4th quarter. It was a strong close in that game. And a whistle is going to be called on Deck, I believe.
Illegal screen.
Yep, so a foul on SMU.
Well, we asked Coach Barnes today, well, I asked her personally, I was like, is your roster set? She goes, no, very much in flux. And I asked why, and she said, we've had a lot of injuries. Players are learning to play together. There's a lot of new roles for these players, even though there's a lot of experience. And so she says, we just have to keep gelling offensively, and we're seeing a step in the right direction again tonight.
3-on-1, Ja gets fouled hard. I mean, it was 3-on-1. Should have been a basket for SMU, but good foul by Arkansas to prevent it as Mayberry gave it up.
Great extra pass by Skinner. And what I loved is after Jaws on the floor, 4 teammates ran to her, and every one of them are picking her up like, no, you're playing too well to stay down. Let's go.
And it's your birthday.
Exactly.
We mentioned before, Joss started her career in South Carolina, moved on to Arizona last season, and follows Adia Barnes here to Dallas to play for SMU. Good game for her tonight. She is leading all scorers with 13 points.
For Ja, from a physical perspective, from a skill perspective, she has the complete toolbox. It's her consistently performing at this high level that SMU will need this season.
Ja will check out after making the free throws. Here comes Anea Brown into the game, and here comes the pressure for SMU.
I'll still say watch the matchup in the backcourt between Abizam and Jenna Lawrence. Abizam likes to stay in the paint defensively.
Jones to Mayberry. Mayberry, good read by Paris, who's back on the floor for SMU to knock it out of play. 17 to shoot. 11 matches the largest lead of the game for the Mustangs. Looking for their 3rd consecutive win. Ware can't handle it. Skinner takes it away. Paris on down the floor by Ty Skinner. She's into double figures now with 11. Ware, nice little double move inside for two. The freshman into double figures for Arkansas now with 10.
Ware sprinted the floor, had her arm up the whole way, and as soon as she saw Skinner on her, she stayed in the paint posting up.
Skinner tried to force it inside to Beasom. Paris goes to the left hand for the finish.
28 paint points now for SMU.
Lawrence looks for points in the paint. She'll try to get points at the free throw line here for Arkansas. She'll check out. Thompson is on, and Lawrence is at the line. First points of the night for Jenna Lawrence. Paris into the corner, Deck for three. First field goal for Kyla Deck. 14-point lead for SMU. Mayberry, and Skinner's going to get called, I believe, for the foul as she bumped into Ware. Yeah, that's going to be a foul on Skinner. That's her third.
Well, Kyla Deck doesn't need to score to be a valuable asset for SMU, but when she can knock down the three, this is the kind of reaction you're going to get from the bench.
Deck known for defense, third in the ACC in total steals coming into the game, and 195 in her career entering play here tonight. Ware on the turnaround. Lawrence in there for the fight. Off of SMU, it will be Arkansas basketball when we come back. Media timeout comes with 5.
They go Hoos this weekend.
Ooh. Oh, baseline out of bounds play out of the timeout works well. Lawrence, 4 points, all of this half.
Going to a little matchup zone now, Arkansas is.
And it works out. SMU can't attack it the right way, and Ware takes it away.
I think as long as Ty Skinner's on the bench, I would keep mixing up defenses if I'm Arkansas.
Ware. Good-looking freshman for this Arkansas team. Ware's looked good today. It hasn't been Deeza's best game so far. She's battling foul trouble and some shooting woes, but you can see that those two players can get it done. And here comes Ware again as Arkansas trying to chip away here in Dallas. Ware with the spin. Tipped away. Deck. The finish by King.
Great unselfish play by Deck. She got the steal. She could have easily taken it in, but instead shares it with King.
Jones. Good finish against a good defender in Deck by Talia Jones.
Arkansas staying in the matchup.
SMU has not been a great three-point shooting team. They'll try to prove me wrong right here. Nope. Thompson can't hit. 30% on the season coming in, making 6 a game. And today, they're below 30% from outside the line. So why not throw a little zone, try to mix things up against SMU. Mayberry. I think we've seen that Kyla Deck likes a defensive challenge, and she usually wins those challenges, knocks it away. He'll stay with Arkansas.
She is so disruptive. Slides her feet, meets the offensive player at a spot, and you can't bring that ball near Deck like that. She's going to take it away every time.
SMU trying to get their personnel right. Deck will get a rest here. She'll head to the bench. Lawrence launches and nails a three. Jenna Lawrence with 7 points all here in the second half. And it's a 7-point game.
Well, credit to Arkansas, 7-2 run since they've gone to this matchup zone.
Paris, that three is off the mark. Lawrence pulls down the rebound. Razorbacks build a little momentum. Lawrence, heat check. fired up as she backpedals down the courts. Bench is fired up too. It's a 4-point game. Alabama on top of Clemson by 11. South Carolina only up by 4 on Louisville. Battle for the loose ball. Mayberry backside out of bounds, so it's going to be SMU basketball. 12-2 run for this Arkansas team. Their last 8 possessions coming out of that timeout, 6 of 7 from the field, and you like what they've done on defense to disrupt their Dia Barnes' team.
They went to the 2-3 matchup. They went on a 10-2 run, Arkansas did. What does the Dia Barnes? She goes timeout to talk about the matchup. So what does Coach Music do? She comes out and goes player to player.
And now with some trapping out towards half court, Skinner calmly gets it to a teammate. That teammate is Zara King. Bates lost the handle, got it back, and was fouled by King. 2 free
18
throws coming.
offensive rebounds now for Arkansas.
Jada Bates at the free throw line. Sophomore appeared in 28 games last season for the Razorbacks. Second one to come while she gets ready to shoot that. The ACC Championship game Saturday in Charlotte. ACC PM crew will be there tomorrow 4 Eastern here on ACCN and also on the ESPN app. 2-hour show to get you ready. We'll have previews of each team and lots of special guests. That's coming up tomorrow.
Are you one of the special guests?
I am not. No,
You're not special enough?
unless their original guest lists gets a lot of declines on the RSVP list, then maybe I would. Well, you know, I actually am excited. This is a big weekend here in Dallas because the NCAA volleyball tournament being played here. This is one of the regionals. SMU, the number 5 overall seed nationally. They're a 2 seed. They'll be playing in this building tomorrow. Central Arkansas, the opponent for the Mustangs. Rice and Florida, the other 2 teams here in Dallas. So SMU volleyball having another great year, and they're hosting here this weekend. Jones gets the 2 to go.
And Arkansas now back to the matchup zone. Ooh.
Skinner is just so steady. Throws a little spectacular in once in a while for you. Jones can't score. Lawrence had a great second half here. Now on the turnaround. Nia Ja with the rebound.
Good decision. Get it to your point guard. Arkansas staying in the matchup.
And a trip to the free throw line coming for Ty Skinner. Let's take you back. Previous trip.
So a lot of different reasons why you do a matchup. Mainly is to protect the paint. Well, Ty Skinner, because the 2 big screen man top guards just sliced and diced through that matchup. And you see it. She's just reading where's the next line of defense coming from and blows by the middle, which is Jenna Lawrence, and kisses it off the glass.
Skinner last season, Big 12 honorable mention at Arizona State, 17 points a game. She had missed the previous season due to injury. Tell she's the straw that stirs the drink for this SMU team. 14 points, 8 assists for Skinner.
And more importantly, and this is what she's really proud of, she is the first player in her family to get a college degree.
Skinner will head to the bench, final minute of the quarter. Deck back in the game. After scoring 26 points in the first half, Arkansas scored 25 here in the third quarter. Trying to add to it this trip. Bates shut off. Mayberry launches for 3. And that goes over the backboard and out of play. It'll be SMU basketball with the shot clock off. And the Mustangs can hold for 1. At 26 points in the first half, matched the season low for points and a half that happened last game for Arkansas against Harvard. So a couple of slow starts. Third quarter, much better for the Razorbacks. Down 7 after falling behind by 14 here in the third quarter. Deck, SMU not wasting any time. They attack with 14 seconds to go and a chance here for Arkansas to answer back. Deck with 6. Mayberry with the dribble. Mayberry against Deck, who gets called for the foul.
Well, I said earlier that SMU needed to set better screens. This time they do. This is how Deck is so wide open because Mayberry got nailed with a screen. Deck, realizing no one's on her, curls. Good find, good finish.
2.9 to go, so Skinner will head to the bench. Remember, she's got 3 personal fouls, the only one with more than 2 for SMU. Mayberry misses the first. The Mayberry name, royalty in Fayetteville. Of course, Lee, her dad, Hall of Fame point guard for the Razorbacks. Paris to Deck at the buzzer for an indoor. Notre Dame is in Oxford to take on Ole Miss on ESPN2. Paris, SMU with the first possession of the fourth quarter. Here's Ja. Ja can't get the 3, and it's a rebound for Ware. Fourth rebound to go with 12 points on 5 of 7 shooting for Harmony Ware. Follows her miss, another offensive rebound, but Ware dribbled it off her foot. It'll be SMU basketball. Tell you what, Harmony Ware is playing with a ton of confidence for this Arkansas team.
I asked a staff member today about her. I said, pretty excited. They're like, you have no idea. She has so, and we've seen the potential produce tonight. She's so strong that she could be a matchup issue for some people this season.
Ware on the switch, guarding Harriel. Kicked outside, Ja. Take it at Dees to the basket for 2.
Smart move by Josh. She knows Dees has some, she's limited by fouls, and Dees just let her go that time.
Dees has 3 fouls, but we are in the fourth quarter here, so got a little wiggle room with the foul trouble. Here's Jones. Another turnover.
To your point, though, Eric, if she picks up that fourth there, she's sitting for at least 5 minutes. And so I appreciate that the freshman, and some of it was just job blue by her as well.
Yeah. But also,
you got to play.
You're at a point where you got to contest some things here a little bit. Game's going to get out of hands. Paris. Paris got that elbow out a little bit. They let him play. She follows it up for 2. Might have gotten away with a little clear out with that arm, but she'll take it. 8 points for Paulina Paris. 1 and done. Harriel with the rebound. Critical moment here for Arkansas. It's a 12-point game. Paris has a wide open look for 3. Ducking inside, untouched was it Besom. And a battle for the rebounds. Ja jawing. Besom's like, I'm good. Staff came out to try to calm down Ja, who is by herself at midcourt right now.
Well, Besom ties up Charles. And the officials are going to go review this because I think it's that little elbow thing. But then Ja gets in there and starts doing a little jawing. And I do love a Besom's temperament there. She was the one on the floor. She got up and immediately was the one getting to Ja and pushing her away.
Besom definitely was elbowed in the battle for the rebounds. They're going to send the teams to the bench area, and we'll see what they're going to look at here. All right, while they go through replay, they're done with the review, so let's listen in.
After review, there's no additional penalties for either team following the action. Common foul on 33 stands. It's going to be Arkansas basketball in the backcourt.
Well, that's not the outcome that SMU was looking for. Beasom gets called for the personal foul, but nothing after that. Nothing rising to flagrant level. There were no technicals called in real time, so we'll play on with a foul given to Beasom. That's her second personal.
And Ja back out there on the floor.
Mayberry, defended by Paris. 8 minutes to go here at SMU. Mustangs leading by 12.
And I think for Arkansas, there's no need to panic. You don't have to rush. But they do need to play with a little bit more pace because you only got 52 points in this game. You're down 12. You got to get some buckets.
Robinson has a roll off, but Beasom has the rebound. That's her 8th tonight. Deck takes it across half court. Skinner on the bench right now for SMU. Ja. Can't get it to drop, and Dees has the rebound. Dees been quiet all night. Great defensive play of Beasom with the block. SMU on the run the other way. Paris can't get it to drop, but guess who's on the glass? Of Beasom, and a second chance for SMU.
That's just pure effort by Beasom. Save 2, and hopefully can get another 2 for SMU with her offensive rebound.
Ja inside with the finish for 2. 18 points. 1 shy of her season high, 4 shy of her career high. And a turnover taken away by SMU. 15th turnover for Arkansas. Paris. And a foul's going to be called on SMU, so no basket on Paris. I think a Beasom gets whistled for the foul. She trying to clear a path for her teammate would be the question. Wybette Mayberry will go to the line. 1 for 2 tonight. Fourteen fouls on SMU. So Mayberry with the free throws.
So
I think it was in the act of shooting.
Yes, Mayberry was going up.
Okay, good.
So that was the foul, and then obviously the technical foul. And I just got confirmation from our official that it was because of this. It was more of the staring down at the player why he delivered that penalty.
All right, so it was in the act of shooting. That's 2 free throws. The technical foul, 2 free throws, and now possession of the basketball for Arkansas.
I don't think Arkansas was aware that it was their ball.
All right, with a 3-pointer, this could be a 7-point trip for the Razorbacks. That would change things in a hurry here in this game. After falling behind by 15, the largest lead of the game for SMU. 3-pointer off the mark by Clarkson. It'll be SMU basketball.
I was wondering when Skinner was going to get back in this game.
Now's the time.
I think it's always Skinner time, to be honest.
Skinner's managed the foul issues well, just the 3 personal fouls. 15 points, 9 assists tonight for Ty Skinner. Mustangs can bring the clock inside of 5 minutes if they so choose. Skinner out near the logo, ready to go to work with 4 on the shot clock. Paris, the pass to the corner, 3 on the way. Ja reaches up for the rebound. Couldn't hold on to it. Taken away by Arkansas. Here come the Razorbacks. Clarkson gets called for the foul as Paris takes it away.
That was a really risky pass that Robinson made to Clarkson, because if she catches it, goes up, I think she was going to charge because she was being led right into a defender Robinson gets the strip. She's pushing pace here. She's trying to lead Clarkson in transition. If Clarkson catches that and turns, Paulina Paris is there ready to take that charge.
Skinner for Ja. Now Deck. 11-point lead for SMU, trying to pick up a win for the ACC in the ACC-SEC Challenge. Skinner with the handle. Ja launches. Can't get the three. Dees with the rebound. That's 11 for Bonnie Dees. Lost the handle. Deck gets on the deck to try to take it away, but cannot. Out of the scramble, Jones. No. Dees. No. Clarkson. Dees ends up with it. She can't score. Again, no. SMU's got it with Paris. Well, there's a reason why Arkansas has been piling up offensive rebounds tonight. They've been unable to connect from the field. 29% for the Razorbacks as Skinner waiting to be helped up.
23 offensive rebounds, only 8 second chance points. Especially when you're on the road, you've got to be able to convert some of those.
They are 20 of 68 from the field. Clarkson is fouled out. She goes to the bench, 2 points, 9 rebounds tonight for the Razorbacks. Inside of 4 to play. Paris defended by Ware. Into the steady hands of Skinner. Skinner using Ja, but Ja gets called for the illegal screen.
I like the idea of the two-man action between Skinner and Ja. And Skinner just coming back, and Ja jumps in there, and you have to give the defender time and space there. Good idea, just not enough time.
It's on that re-screen action.
The re-screen, absolutely.
Dees, Paris, good defense, kept in play as Skinner comes away with it.
And that's where Bonnie Dees has to learn to keep it on the outside of her body instead of bringing it towards the defender.
Seen some good defensive plays tonight from Deck, a couple from Paris tonight as well. Here is Deck looking for some offense. Ja on the offensive glass will head to the free throw line.
Where, to your point, when we asked Adia Barnes what was it going to take to win, she goes, we got to be better defensively. I think she's seen growth in her team here this evening. Deck trying to make something happen. And who else but Ja on the weak side? She is such an explosive leaper that if you're not between her and the basket on a rebound, she's going to get it.
18 points, 7 rebounds tonight for Ja. Mayberry in, Robinson out. Foul on Lawrence, her second. 3:14 to go. Second game back for Ja after missing 4 with an injury. Second one to come. Misses them both. Lawrence with the rebound.
SMU keeps leaving the door open for an Arkansas comeback. Can they step through?
Dees for 3. Too strong. Good rebound by Jones. Jones has it knocked away by Deck. Ware with Deck all over her. Ware gets it to go. Harmony Ware now with 14.
Now,
9-point game.
Arkansas get a stop. It's a little over 2.5 minutes to go.
Skinner. Paris. Paris to Ja. Ja. Overplay by Mayberry. Ja takes advantage. 20 for Sanaya Ja, new season high. Ware can't get it. Dees has yet another rebound. That's 14 for her tonight. Ware will try again. Dee's going to get called for the foul on the push. That's her fourth.
Just so active. She flashes in from the weak side, and I thought originally Deck had missed her, but then she hits her. Defender goes for the steal, leaves Jaw all by herself underneath the rim.
Inside of 2 minutes to play, Skinner will work some clock here for SMU, looking for their third straight win. Thompson on the floor. Paris. Skinner wants it. Shot clock winding down. Skinner, tough shot, tough player, gets the finish. 17 now for Ty Skinner.
Arkansas's got to go.
Lawrence has had the hot hand in the second half, and she comes through again. 13 second half points for Jenna Lawrence.
Arkansas electing not to foul.
A lot of time coming off the clock. Now inside of a minute to go. Ja got position inside, and perhaps that puts it away for SMU. It's a career high for Sanaya Ja. She's gone for 22 for a second time in her career. So she matches her career high. That's knocked out of bounds by Ja, with SMU up by 12. Final minute.
Well, Ty Skinner with the lead pass over the smaller defender. Ja with her career high, but double-double now for Ty Skinner.
17 points, 10 assists for Skinner. Ja heads out 22 on her birthday.
Arkansas's got to go. They don't necessarily need a three, but they need points.
Lawrence trying for three, and Dees has fouled out. She leaves the game with 6 points, 14 rebounds, 6 of the 14 on the offensive glass. Struggled from the field. She was 2 for 16. So she is out of the game for Arkansas. Second Razorback to foul out.
On the line, shooting number 4, Anaya Brown.
Anaya Brown at the free throw line. Another one to come. Tonight's player of the game brought to you by Bombas. Sanaya Ja, 22 points on 10 of 19 shooting, 7 rebounds. Good way to celebrate a birthday.
I would just celebrate it every day if I was her teammate. Hey, it's your birthday again today.
Are you going to play like you did against Arkansas? Happy birthday.
If I'm the coaching staff, I bring a cake every day if this is how she'll play.
Sing happy birthday, bring out the cake, put all the candles on it, whatever it takes. Great performance by Ja. No foul by Arkansas. SMU will work some clock, and they'll pick up a victory here on their home floor. Seven on the shot clock. Paris. Good adjustment, good finish by Paulina Paris. 13 points for Paris tonight, 9 in the second half. Knocked away, and that will do it. 78-63 is the final. SMU has won 3 in a row.
This team is starting to gel.